For example, when we were given one assignment, one of the Nidhidyasanams, on, you know, we were asked to pick up any topic of our liking, and I picked up something that I'm already into. I picked up the mantras and how powerful these mantras can be. And when I started reading up on it, so many things came forth. See, this vague idea was always there, is mantras is all kind of vibrations and the sounds and all that. But the scientific explanation to it was something that we never explored. I mean, I never explored. And when I picked it up as a topic of research, so much of information, and I still feel, of course, where I'm standing right now is just at the shore. I've not even, I don't know, the ocean is so vast, you can actually get submerged in that information and in that kind of knowledge. So, but it was such a big revelation that, especially about the point, the 108 marmas. So this unique number and figure of 108. Uh, so it was such a revealing part for me, understanding that there are various chakras also, and for each chakra you have a bija mantra. So all this was something that I learned just by one assignment that I picked up, and I'm just wondering how much more is there to actually learn and take in. The other aspect of what I liked in FOY is that it's not only theory. We don't do just theory. We also take it practically into our life. We implement it and then we experiment with it and see what changes it brings about. So again, to talk about the mantra thing, I remember Sandeep telling, if you're doing already chanting, now experiment, see how it goes. I used to chant aloud. I still do. Yet, I've also now started experimenting with the fact that I also say it mentally. I say it in my mind. I also do it very subconsciously. So when I go to sleep or on my way to, when I'm just resting and this thing, it very, very subconsciously, I'm always constantly chanting this one mantra that he asked us to stay with for a week. And so surprisingly, like any moment, anything happens. When I was reading these books and the power of mantras and all that, whenever I stay very close to the hospital, so I keep listening to these ambulance sirens whenever uh, the ambulance passes by. And during this COVID time, I just came across this thing. I never used to say this, but every time the ambulance sound is heard, the siren is heard, I only say Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. So these are all things that I think I picked up thanks to the FOY program, and something that I am still sustaining and practicing. And similarly, the 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 chanting, the mantras. So whenever I chant, now I look at the meaning of it. I understand it more, and now the chanting has become more, I think, slower. Earlier, it was used to be like a target that I have to complete so many mantras by so and so time, and how many times I say that, and all that. And so, thankfully, FOY has taught me that. And the books that I read on mantras also are teaching that whatever you do it with a lot of devotion and dedication. And one of the sutras, and I was really amused at myself, one of the yoga sutras that was taught to us, and yet I remember during the exam, I just didn't remember it, though I have been hearing this right through my childhood days. The one that we learned, what yogastaha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddha asiddhyoho samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. And this was something, my real take-home message for me. So staying equine, in a equilibrium state. through your success and failures, and not letting it bog you down or not getting very euphoric. So just staying in a state of balance, and yoga can help you do that. So I want to really thank Sandeep and Garima for helping me get enrolled in this program and taking me into the spiritual path.